Okay, so what's up, guys? It is your boy Pleb Nation. Sword Art Online, Alicization, War of Underworld, Part 2, however you want to put it, has officially released. It's been 3 hours since episode 13 went up, titled The War of Underworld. Okay, so, oh man. This episode is going to give Sword Art Online haters even more reason to hate Sword Art Online. Okay, so with me, I have volume 17 and 18 here for reference, okay? So if you don't read the light novels, the light novels in Alicization are completely different, okay? They are so different. There is a lot of things that Alicization has glossed over. Kisa Rocky. Yeah, if you don't know, I hope that they don't gloss over this character's backstory. If you like Sword Art Online, then you would know a very important character from Laughing Coffin, okay? P-O-H. I think that's correct. P-H-O. It's either P-H-O or P-O-H. P-O-H. Okay, but his name is Kisa Rocky. Kisa Rocky, okay? The leader of Laughing Coffin, the one who is working with the fucking Gabriel Miller creepo, okay? Like, literally, Gabriel Miller, if you read the light novels, if you watch Alicization, Gabriel Miller is one of the most evilest, scummiest pieces of shit characters I have ever encountered in an anime, okay? This is a man who is so obsessed with Floodlight's souls, because if you don't know, the whole thing behind Alicization is basically the Japanese, they are creating souls, okay? The Alicization Underworld is basically, like each character has a Floodlight, which is a soul, okay? So, Gabriel Miller is obsessed with souls. His, if you don't know his backstory, basically as a kid, he had this friend named Elisa, probably butchered her name, Elisa. Yeah, but basically, he was a friend. She actually looks, his childhood friend looks exactly, if you look at Alice, and then if you look at his childhood friend, they actually look very similar. Basically, he was so obsessed with souls. He literally, because his childhood friend was going to move away, he ended up killing her, right? And then from that moment forward, he became obsessed with, souls, like Gabriel Miller is a creep, okay? So, episode 13, if you don't know, the studio behind it, A1 Pictures, is the studio that is, creating Alicization. Oh man. Alicization Part 2 got delayed, okay? 2 weeks before the episode was released, they came out and said, yeah, we are delaying, Part 2, okay? It was 3 months ago, so basically we waited 3 months. And this episode was very underwhelming. If you watch the trailer they released, the trailer in this episode are basically one and the same. Heck, the trailer got me more hyped than the episode. And I'm a big fan of Sword Art Online. I watched all of Sword Art Online. I got all the light novels. So, to see them just taking a shit in our face, it's a slap to the dedicated fans of Sword Art Online with what this episode was. This gives, all the haters even more reason to hate Sword Art Online, just to fuel the fire, And I want to say this. I love Sword Art Online. I was disappointed with this episode because, there was one scene in this episode, episode 13, War of Underworld, where Leafa, she appears, right? And bruh, what the fuck was that scene, okay? So Leafa was having a conversation with one of the orcs, and she was like, to me you're a human, why would I look at you any differently? You're a human, I'm talking to you, right? And then all of a sudden, this bitch, I don't know every character's name, but this bitch who is infatuated with Emperor or Gabriel Miller, Emperor Vecta, Gabriel Miller, Emperor Vecta, whatever the fuck you want to call him, right? She is one of the commanders of the Dark Army, right? She is under Emperor Vecta. And she comes out and she starts putting her fucking tentacles all over Leafa, right? And doing some tentacle hentai bullshit. Bro, I literally swear the episode is 23 minutes long. They've spent 10 fucking minutes. 10 minutes on this fucking scene. I was like, bro, whoever the fuck gets their rocks off of a schoolgirl getting basically fucking raped by tentacles, you need to fucking get help. Get help. Bro, I swear, the studio spent 10 minutes on this fucking one scene. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And, episode 13 covered a lot. This episode felt very rushed, okay? The fact they spent 10 minutes on that one fucking scene is like it was over fan service. This was some fan service bullshit, okay? It was I read 17, okay? I got volume 17 right here. Sword Art Online Alicization Sword Art Online Alicization Awakening. That's the title of volume 17 for the light novel. They did not spend that much time on that one fucking scene. I'm pretty sure that scene that happened with Leafa and the Dark Army commander, it didn't last that long. So I was like, you spent 10 minutes on this fan service bullshit? Is this what we were waiting for? Is this what fans of Sword Art Online were waiting for 3 months just for that? It was very, very disappointing because, don't get me wrong, I love the opening song. The opening song by Lisa, amazing. Okay, cool. I like the song. But the fact that the trailer for me got me more hyped than the episode, and the episode felt underwhelming, and you add this fan service BS into it, when in the light novel, that one part didn't really last that long. It gives, like I said, it gives people who just hate on Sword Art Online more reason to hate on Sword Art Online, and it adds fuel to the fire. Because if you don't know, A1 is known. Everyone knows Fairy Tail, right? A1 did Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail was littered with fan service after fan service, power of friendship bullshit, and so far in Alicization started off great. I love the beginning of Alicization. Okay, they did, the beginning for Alicization started good, but it's sort of later on, throughout Sword Art Online, you notice, this power of friendship bullshit, okay? It's then you notice the fan service, how they do it, is like, oh, the main character is about to lose, right? Kirito is about to lose, right? And this is why people hate him, right? This is why people hate Sword Art Online. This is why people hate on Kirito as a character. Is he's about to lose, and then all of a sudden he gets some power up, right? Some BS power up, right? The way the studio does this shit pisses me off, because they done Fairy Tail, and they did the same shit in Fairy Tail. Now, if you read the light novels for Alicization and for Sword Art Online, or like whether it be Alicization or like the light novels before the Alicization arc, you don't get that vibe, right? You don't get that like vibe of like power up bullshit, because for reference here, the light novels delve more deep into Sword Art Online, okay? Now, if you don't know, Sword Art Online Progressive. Sword Art Online Progressive is a light novel that it is connected to Sword Art Online, okay? It's connected to Sword Art Online. Now, it delves more deep into Kirito as a character, you know, how he got stronger, you know, and, you know, like, the light novels are very different from the anime, okay? Like, there's a lot of things that the anime cut. There's a lot of things that they glossed over, and now A1 is doing this fan service bullshit. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because I don't want to see people hating on Sword Art Online even more. And then one thing they do, right, is some people have the misconception, okay, that some people think, oh, like, Kirito has all these female characters around him. Oh, it's a fucking harem, you know? Like, oh my gosh. And then his cousin, Sugio, probably butchering her name, his own fucking cousin, the way they portray his cousin in the fucking anime, it's like she's fucking, it's like she likes him, like, you know, likes him, like him, you know, like she wants him, you know, and it's just the way they do it in the anime. Like, they got all these female characters around him, and it's like each one of them wants him. But that's not the case. You read the light novels, that's actually very different, you know. They don't portray it like in the light novels. In the light novels, yes, he has these friends who are girls, you know, and, you know, like Leafa, Sinnoh, you know, like his cousin, but, you know, they are just friends, you know, that's all they are. Like, you know, he only has eyes for Asuna, you know, like, he only has eyes for her. So I don't like how they portray, you know, that in the anime, because it gives people the wrong idea. It's like, oh, it's a harem. Oh my, Kirito is a player. No, he's not. Like, so episode 13 it just pisses me off even more. It was like, bruh, you already gloss over a lot of things. You already cut out quite a bit, okay? But you're doing this fan service BS-ery, okay? There's no need for it. There's no fucking need for this fan service. Period. Okay? Because I don't want to go on YouTube and then people are being like, oh, Sword Art Online is a trash show. Oh my, like, it's like, you can't compare the anime to the light novels. Okay, if you only watch the anime and you have not read the light novels, you haven't read the progressive light novels, you haven't read all the other light novels, okay, even the side mangas, you can't compare the anime to the light novels, because the studio is the one responsible for cutting out a lot of things, for doing this fan service BS, and for doing the things they do. I'm pretty sure Reki has no fucking say in this shit, okay? Reki, he writes the light novels, okay? And then the publisher, they publish it. The studio, does their own shit. And half the time, A1 Studio is shit. They are a shit studio. Yes, visually, the animation is great, okay? The animation is great. I love the animation. But speaking, the fact that they delayed Sword Art Online for 3 months for this BSery of an episode, I don't know. I shouldn't even call this an episode because the trailer was more hyped, okay? Like, this episode was so rushed that it literally covered a lot of Volume 17. Like, because the Volume 17 for Alicization light novel, basically, after Volume 17 is Volume 18. I got Volume 18 right here. Volume 18 is the end of Alicization. That is the end. 18 ends the arc for Alicization, okay? 19, Volume 19, which isn't out yet. But Volume 19, which is, like, there's the Japanese version. It's out in Japan, but Volume 19 isn't out over here. Volume 19 is a side story, okay? Volume 20 and 21 gets into Udalul Ring, okay? Yeah. So this episode was 23 minutes long. It literally covered a lot of Volume 17. On top of that, the fan service with Leafa, that fucking scene lasted 10 minutes, and I'm over here being like, what the fuck? I go back to that because there was no reason. There was zero reason the studio should have done that, okay? That shouldn't have spent almost 10 minutes on that one fucking scene. I question the studio and I question A1, but A1 Studio has a track record of doing fan service anime. They done fucking Fairy Tail. We know how Fairy Tail ended, okay? Lots of people were pissed with Fairy Tail. So, the only really interesting thing that I liked about 13 was Gabriel versus Burke Holy, okay? Burke Holy is one of the Integrity Knights, okay? His ability to basically rewind time and basically, like his ability fucking goes, like, literally, there's the scene where he's chasing after Vector, and this was one of the cool scenes, like, literally, this was about the only scene that I actually liked in the episode, was, you see Burke Holy on his dragon, and you see the other 2 dragons, right, and he's after Vector, right, but he was like, I can't catch up, and even though I'm, like, have fucking even though I'm on 3 dragons, and Burke Holy was like, does he have the ability to manipulate a dragon or something like that? So he fucking raises his sword. His sword is called Yuga, it's something Yuga. It's like I can't pronounce his sword, because each Integrity Knight, they have this special incarnation, this incantation. It's an incantation, or it's a special move. Each Integrity Knight has a special ability, okay? Burke Holy's special ability is when he raised his sword, he basically split, time. Like, imagine time splitting, right? And he's like, he sort of like, when he hits the enemy with that ability, it's sort of like, it's sort of like a time sort of ability, sort of hard to explain. Yeah, but it was like fucking like the fight between Burke Holy and Vector was pretty crazy. We get to see like the crazy abilities that Gabriel Miller's account has, which is like the account he's using is, the Emperor Vecta's account, okay? And he's doing all this crazy, Gabriel Miller is doing all this crazy shit, It's like when Burke Holy thinks he hit Vecta, he did this sort of mini teleportation entrance, instant transmission bullshit, I was like, what the fuck, So we are literally we are already fucking getting the fight between Burke Holy and Vecta. That was the only fucking scene I liked, but the rest of the episode was oh fucking, what the this is what we waited for 3 months, and we literally we see, if you don't know Kisa Rocky, okay, Kisa Rocky, he is the leader of Laughing Coffin, okay? Laughing Coffin was basically in Sword Art Online season 1, when they were stuck in the game because Kayaba, because of Kayaba. Basically, if you died if any person died in the fucking game, they died in real life. And if you don't know Kisa Rocky backstory, he basically was working for a Yakuza boss, right? And he was basically the Yakuza boss was we need you to kill this person, assassinate this person in the game, right? Kisa Rocky, he went into the fucking game, assassinated that person, right? And he was stuck in the game. So he formed Laughing Coffin, and Laughing Coffin, basically, they started killing players, until Kirito and 34 other players stopped them, okay? But Kisa Rocky got away. So Kisa Rocky has been a character that has been very important throughout Sword Art Online. Even his backstory, he was in America, right? He lived in America. His father was a real piece of shit, right? And then basically it was his father only had him so he could give away his kidney to his brother or something, something like that. And Kisa Rocky was yeah, I'll do it if you do me this one favor, give me citizenship in Japan. Basically he wanted to just move to Japan. His father was okay, I'll do it. But Kisa Rocky basically went back on I think he went back on his word and went to Japan. And then when he started when he started to realize that he wasn't a true citizen there, that people treated him differently because he wasn't born there, he basically started working for the Yakuza. And it's basically he became a real piece of shit, right? And that's basically how he got into the game, was because the Yakuza boss told him to go, that they would pay him to go assassinate this person in the game, because it's so. And then he formed Laughing Coffin, and ever since Sword Art Online Season 1, he's been a very important character throughout Sword Art Online and throughout the light novels, and he's been mentioned a lot. Kisa Rocky is actually one of the reasons that Kirito is in the underworld, because one of the other members from Gun Gale, or from one of the other members from Laughing Coffin, basically, if you don't know that whole thing, get it. Kisa Rocky is the main reason Kirito is in the state he is in, and why he's in the underworld. So I'm gonna be real pissed, because they already glossed over a lot of stuff. They already cut out a lot, but it seems they want to cut important things out that were in the light novel, but they want to do the fan service shit. And it's there's bro, no, don't do that. It just is going to give haters even more reason to hate Sword Art Online. I said that many times, but it's true. I'm pretty sure these people don't even fucking read the light novel. So it's like they watch the anime and they take the anime at face value, but they don't understand that the light novels explain more, and the light novels are different from the anime. So I hope that they don't gloss over Kisa Rocky's backstory. Yeah, it was crazy. And it goes back to the one scene I liked in 13, episode 13. The fight between Burke Holy and Vecta, right? Because that's already because this episode was so rushed, and it was like, oh, we're already getting into the fight between Burke Holy and Gabriel, and it was like, that's fast. Like, literally, that's fast. But I if I had to say, Burke Holy, other than Alice is my favorite character in Sword Art Online. I really like her character. She's a great character. But if I had to say, Burke Holy is actually my second favorite Integrity Knight. And it was like when he was fighting Gabriel Miller. If you don't know Gabriel Miller, he's really a piece of shit. Okay. He's such a piece of shit person. You don't understand. Burke Holy was like, I didn't know my own parents, because the Integrity Knights, they were taken away. Basically, Quinella wiped their memory, sort of. And they don't really have any recollection of their past, who their family was, their parents, because of what Quinella did to the Integrity Knights. Basically, she made the Integrity Knights to be loyal, and she took away all their past and everything. And Burke Holy was like, I didn't know my parents. I don't know who they are. And he was like, this one scene actually hit me. He was like, little one, because he refers to Alice as little one, and he was like, little one, I know that you wanted me to show you fatherly love. I know you wanted me to be that father figure to you. And a father will defend his daughter at any cost, will defend his daughter or son at any cost, even if it costs their life. And he said that, to Gabriel, but he was like, what, you wouldn't know what love is because you are evil to the core. You are vile. That's basically what Gabriel is. He's very evil. He's very vile, manipulative. Heck, the reason Kisa Rocky works with Gabriel is because they are the same. They're both evil pieces of shit that don't mind killing, innocent people, hurting innocent people. They don't care. That's why Kisa Rocky works with Gabriel, because they are the fucking same. In the light novels, it goes into more detail. They really haven't. They glossed over a lot of important things, because if you don't know, Gabriel Miller was actually mentioned in Gun Gale. He was actually the winner. Yeah, he was, it was in Gun Gale, Bullet to the Gun or something. Yeah, he was one of the people in there. So, this isn't the first time, Gabriel Miller has been mentioned. But this, episode 13, if I had to give this a rating, 5 out of 10. It is a 5 because it was underwhelming. It felt very rushed. And because of the fucking fan service between Leafa, it just was not needed. A1 Studios needs to get their shit together. They did Fairy Tail, and we know what Fairy Tail turned out to be. Everyone knows what Fairy Tail turned out to be, okay? That scene between Leafa and the tentacle bullshit fan service scene, everyone remember Fairy Dance, right? Yeah, I don't even want to go in there. Also, what I watch some other YouTubers, and the reason I'm doing my own video is because I don't know the YouTuber name. I didn't bother to look at his channel name, but I was like, if you're a Sword Art Online fan, there's certain things you don't get wrong, okay? There's certain... You don't sit there and talk out of your ass, basically. He was like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had 2 understudies. Because if you don't know, at the beginning of Alicization, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Kirito, they had an understudy, okay? He was like, I was like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Had 2 understudies? No. One of those understudies was Kirito's. So it was like, yeah. I'm basically making this video because I know people are going to start hating on Sword Art Online. I still love Sword Art Online. I literally got the Progressive Light Novel right here, volume 8, 17, and 18 of Alicization right here, just for reference, to let you know that if you only watch the anime, don't judge the entirety of Sword Art Online, okay? Because you haven't read the light novels, so you don't know how, like, the light novels are very different from the anime. But I'm going to give A1 Studios a chance to redeem themselves, okay? Next week episode better be mind blown. It better not be rushed. I better not see fucking fan service, because I swear on my grave, if I see fan service again, I'm gonna rip into A1 Studios so hard they are gonna wish they were never born. Okay? So, that's my review. Doesn't mean I hate Sword Art Online. I'm not part of the hater club. I love Sword Art Online. I'm disappointed that we waited 3 months for this shit, and they better not gloss over anything important. I swear, if they gloss over important things that were in the light novel and they cut it out, we're going to have a problem. Okay, so peace out.